you see us come together and we touch gloves, right? Boom, and then we step back. All right, it's on. Because at the end of the day, bro, it's a fight, but it's just competition, and we try to go about it with the best. With at least I can speak for me.
Yeah.
Right. It's go there, take care of business, be chaos, be whatever, be relentless. But at the end of the day, when that bell rings or you step out of that cage, it's back to being professional. What do professionals do? They hold themselves in a different standard. You shake hands, you know. If I lost, I'm like, hey, good job. I'll get you next time, brother. God bless you. If I won, hey, thank you for giving me the opportunity to get better. God bless you.
Yeah, we send the warriors. It's time we unite, yeah. Put our differences aside, yeah. And fight for our lives, yeah. I said the haters in the morning way before the sunrise.
Let me start with prayer.
Yeah.
And then I'm a pray in Palawan, but because that's the best way I know how to pray. But yeah. Robak Dios love klisi. Imal di men okor jangem mereng asulem. Beklungit tingem merubak kamal masaur tirakal terror brother serang ang artyang. Mas kawam tial mo sa amin mo dadurar. Di malululot ko klik mo muspia ang mame muspia ang arame muspia ding mame muspia story ng mam. Malbal sa el long serar the mam. Rather apulu mam. Rather apulu other rogi. Malungit ang alawang class or stolabak mambuloising. That's it, baby. That's it.
And he leads us in.
Yeah, hey, what's up? It's your boy. Back like he never left, baby. You already know the vibes. Yeah.
What's up, guys? And welcome back to the Nesian podcast. The Baldy Boys are back for another one. And this is the Pacific Islanders podcast where we tell you about our stories and our lessons of our journey to help you on yours. And obviously, he let us off and he's back. He's back for another one. Been up to a lot of shit and we came here to talk about it. What we learned, what we've been doing, the losses, the wins, all of it. And if you've been paying attention and you've been following us, you know that, our boy is out just getting after it. And we haven't been able to sit down and talk about everything. It's been a year. We were just talking before we got hopped on. Since we hopped on, yeah, since he joined us, since he's been part of NB, it's been basically a year. So it's good to have him back on the pod. It's actually the first time on the NB pod. You were on the BBC.
That's right. Yeah, we did the BBC.
Yeah, with Will and Pao. So it's the first time Mark gets to sit down with you and we get to chop it up. So excited to have you on, brother.
That's what's up. Hey, I'm very blessed to be here, man, and just be around the good people. I know y'all probably listening to me right now, and it's like, hey, that's not Warren. But yeah, I went to a football game yesterday. It was the Ships, man, and I was just cheering for my nephews, And then I went to the Halo Festival, so it was a lot of chews too. So I'm glad we got this mic. My throat a little sore, but it's still your boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still me. But most definitely excited to.
So you let us off in prayer, and you did it in Palawan. Can you tell us a little bit about what you said? Because obviously we don't understand. But for the Palawan listeners, they got you. But a little bit about what you probably prayed about there.
Okay. First and foremost, I don't know. I've learned what I've learned with my journey in my spirituality, and is that there's always something to be grateful for, right? So I led the prayer by thanking God for the blessings, and pretty much just blessing me with this opportunity and being to be able to be here and be with you guys. Right, you guys are part of my family. Right, you're a blessing to me, and I thank them for that. And then I thank them for a bunch of things, and I just ask them to use us. Right, like to use my words and use my heart, and to just use me in whatever way He seems fit. Right, and it's to help His people, because we are His people, man, and that's pretty much it.
All right. Roger
Yes,
that.
sir.
Got him. Well, like we said, man, you've been up to a lot, and you know everything we talk about here, everything we do here is always about like the journey, because we always have a bunch of stuff going on, and like we always talk about, like when we're together, it's our journey, just sharing it and letting people know like what we're going through, what you know the battles we have to face, because everybody's going through their own thing, and sometimes people just need somebody, an example, right? An example in front of them of how somebody else kind of dealt with it, and how somebody else is like working their way through and navigating all this stuff that happens in life. And we share our story so that if they're going on some kind of path, they have some goals they're chasing, something they want to do, then they have an example in front of them where they don't have to take the losses that we've taken, or they don't have to go through a lot of things that we've gone through, so that they have a better chance at winning, better opportunities at winning, and knowing that everybody's capable. And we were just talking about that, how like everybody's capable, but they just got to be willing to go do it. And we're just showing that we're just the same things. We're normal, average human beings that just want to do something special. So we just keep showing up, and you keep doing that, bro. And it's like inspiring watching you. And just like everybody else says too, like they get so inspired. Like once you step out on that damn stage, when your intro hits and your song's playing, you're holding up either an NB flag, the Palau flag, like you're representing the people, and it's super inspiring. And it doesn't matter. Like it's almost like it doesn't matter even what happens when you step into the ring, but even though you always show that warrior mentality when you step in there, like we all feel it. Like once you step out, but like once we see, like I haven't even been able to get to a fight yet. But like when I see those videos and I see you step out, it's like, God damn, bro, this motherfucker's one of ours. Like this shit is crazy. Like and it just makes everything seem right. Like with what we're trying to do, with like all the fucking warriors we're trying to create, right? To do all the stuff we're doing and make impact on our people. Like it just fucking inspired me. Like, let's go. We like there's so much that we want to do, and it's like we just have the right people, and it feels right. Like once you like knowing that you're part of our family, and it seems like we're about to do some crazy shit down the road. And I need to go back though to we didn't even get to talk about I think it was not your second fight, your third fight. I think no, not even your second fight. I think we talked about your first fight with Will and Powell, but we didn't ever get to your second one, right?
Yeah, because I think we had the podcast before my second one.
Right before your second fight.
Yeah, it was the week before.
Yeah, so I want to go back to like that stuff, because so like kind of like the track of leading up to your last fight of like just what just happened. So like everything that's basically been going on, like let's go through that. Right?
Okay, so we fought. Our second fight was in March, and we did a podcast right before then. And I think it was right at the week before it, right? And like I remember that, like that podcast did something to me. Like it just doubled down on like why I need to do what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't need to prove to myself, like I already know this. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta prove it to our people. Like I'm just a regular guy that just showed up. You know what I'm saying? And like I want to like send that message to like all the kids or like that are growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like I grew up in Palau. Like I did the same stuff you did. You know what I'm saying? And like just because I didn't know nobody that did MMA, I remember my cousin, man, my cousin Oto-san. He's my big cousin. And growing up, man, like I used to love like every time the UFC comes out, back in Palau, they came out in DVDs back in the day. Yeah. And I was like a kid. And like during that time, who was at the height of the thing were like Rampage Jackson, Forrest Griffin,
Chuck Liddell,
Iceman Chuck Liddell. And like he would like, all right, hey, the UFC just dropped. We're watching it like a week or two later.
Yeah.
Right. But like we didn't have internet. So everything was like pirated. And then they would sell it in the shops, like, but this was just before internet. Like now you can just
$2
stream
CDs.
it. Yeah, $2 CDs. But like he'll go get it and like we'll sit in his room and he'll play it, and I'm like, dang, you know what I'm saying? This some wild stuff. Like it does something to you. You
Is
know?
that the stuff that like got you like into fighting? Just watching DVDs and
Yeah,
shit? Or watching the fight?
I don't know, man. I think I just come from so like
Or it's also the backyard scraps that you
not the
got
back,
into?
and it's in the blood, brother. So
Yeah.
like I'm gonna tell
I
you,
feel that, yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this story and like our lineage and our clan, the Umarang clan. That's why like that's why when I showcased for my last the latest one at the EQC, I wore like my traditional attire, like the warrior attire, and because bro, I come from a lineage of where we like don't quote me on this, but this is my understanding of what they told me in my clan, right? And maybe my uncles can hop on here or cousins or whatever and verify it, right? But there's a set amount of chiefs for a state, right? And I'm from Malayo, and then so it's Raklai who's our head chief, but our second chief is from our clan, Rabo, right? And then he had a little brother named Magay. And Magay was just a little brother that just was this warrior. He was so good in what he did, bro. Like, he was just a regular person, but they thought it was a demigod. Alideab, we call it in Palau, Alideab. Like, like, no way this guy is a regular human being.
Yeah.
You know, the troops are sleeping at night and he's patrolling the reef all till morning, making sure like they don't ambush us in the night. Brave and fierce warrior that he just goes and execute. And like I don't know like the details of it, but like from my understanding, the only way you know you won the war is you come back with a blabal. And blabal is beheading and bringing it back to your chief. It's like, yeah, we did that shit. Here you go.
Yeah. And
he was so good, bro. He rewarded him with a seat in the Abai and became the last chief. He became the lowest ranking chief. So our clan has two chiefs. The second in the patriarchy. Is that right? I don't know if that's right. Patriarchy.
Yeah, what you said. Yeah.
Yeah, like and then his little brother is but he's still counted as a chief because of just how he was and how he conducted himself. He was rewarded with that title, and those are the people I come from.
Yeah. So that's who you're representing.
Yeah, and like so like that warrior, like just like it's in me. You know what I'm saying? Like that drive is like it flows through these veins, brother. Like, and I speak with the utmost certainty that it does. And my uncles and my cousins, when they see me, brother, they're like, they verify that. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it was good, man. So we went to Angel of the Wind Casino, and I was kind of on the fence with it. You know, it was a lot. 2 weeks prior to it, man, I'm still on like Veterans Court. I did a lot of things that I don't regret today, because if I didn't go through it, I wouldn't be the man I am today. You know what I'm saying? But I requested to like be taken off of. I had an ankle monitor, right? And I requested to take it off, and they denied me because they didn't think I was ready to be off ankle monitor, even just for the weekend. So I'm like, damn. So I hit up my coach, and I'm like, hey, coach, he just pulled me out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't. I tried my best. I tried to plead with the judge, and they said I can't. So he's like, all right, just give me some time, and I'll figure it out. Right. So I'm like, dang, you know, like I've spent all these months training. I'm kind of disappointed. right? So I'm like, but I still do what I do. I still show up to the gym
You train. Yeah.
and train like I was gonna fight. Cause it don't matter, bro. Like you just gotta do it.
Mm-hmm.
I do it for me,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And he calls me back and it's like, hey man, go buy some wraps, some leg sleeves, 2 of them. Put one over the thing and put the other one so it looks like
You're not trying to block anything.
we're not
or hide anything.
hide
yeah.
it so it
Yeah.
looks normal, but they like. So I'm like, all right, and then we were just hoping nobody was gonna really lock into it
Yeah.
and clock it. Like, bro, this guy's about to fight with an ankle monitor on. You know how gangster that shit is, bro. That shit is gangster, bro. Like, you know, like who does that? Like, who does that? Me, bro. I
Yeah.
do that.
Like an intimidation thing
No, it's
right
funny.
there.
And it in a way it is, but like I didn't mean it to be an intimidation way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just because of the fact that I couldn't take it off.
Yeah.
Right. So he calls so he was speaking to my opponent's coach, and he told him like, hey, we gotta pull out because you know he tried to make a request, but the courts denied him.
Mm-hmm.
So he spoke to his fighter and said, hey, this guy, you know, and we came to a conclusion that I can fight if I still wanted to, but I just can't use that leg.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
And
I mean that makes sense,
Right.
That's, I
You
mean,
wanna
that's
kick somebody with it.
You're
Yeah.
either gonna fight, like that's like you're either gonna fight, or you're either not gonna fight, or you have to take that what do you
That
call
limb
that? Yeah.
or be
Yeah.
disabled.
That disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Yeah.
So I mean, you still. I'm sure you wanted to still step in the ring. I'll go one leg instead of not fight at all. Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what, coach? Run that shit. Let's go.
Yeah.
Run it, that shit. Take one more hand.
Yeah.
Take one hand. I'll fight him with one.
Just one side of your body.
Yeah, like because that's just how, bro. Because I know what I do on the day, bro. Like people think I'm like I do too much, but to me I don't do enough, bro. I grind Monday to Friday, 2-3 hours a night, just training. I'm tired and now I'm training. I fucking just got off 10-hour shift. I'm training. I'm feeling depressed, bro. I got the big sad. I call depression the big sad. Like nothing is going my way, and like it's just because it's just life. Life be lifing sometimes, but I'd still show up, running on whether I get 4 hours of sleep or 8 hours sleep. I still show up, and that's where my confidence comes from. Like I'm not trying to be no cocky. Like I say this with the most humblest heart, brother. Like I'm confident because I know I put in the work. You know, I'm like, run it. So he locks it in. So we're all right, we're game. So we're like, now we're training. We were like a week out, right? A week or 2 out. So now we're training not to kick.
I was just gonna ask that. How was that going?
Yeah,
into
so
it?
and it all worked out because I'm sorry, coach. So my coach was very disappointed in me because even when we did the pod before the fight, like I had a sprained knee.
That was it on the
On the
same
same leg?
Same leg? As the monitor?
Yeah, it was on the same leg. And like I shouldn't be doing this, but I was like a month out from the fight, and my brother hits me up. Hey, bro, I'm gonna hit the mountains. You down? I'm like, you already know it, man. I'm always down. Let's run it, right? So like, and I'm not a good snowboarder, bro.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember you going up there. Yeah.
So like first, like I would do like the bunny hill a little bit. Like this is like my second time ever out there.
Yeah.
Right. I don't even know how to stop yet, bruh.
Yeah.
But I know I like to rip it though. I got my Garmin, right? You can set it on like the snowboard thing. Right? I set it and you can clock how fast you going, bro. I'm clocking like 55 miles per hour. Just going down the mountain. But that's just me, brother. All gas, no brakes, baby.
What did
And go hammer, go home. You know what I'm saying? Like that type vibe. But like I didn't know how to stop. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try to stop. And like I just like dug the
nose.
so I ride goofy, right? I ride like this. So I'm like, I came and I'm like, all right, let me slide like this, right? So I'm like this, and then I'm like, all right, let me slide like this. And it was kind of good. I'm slowing down, like, all right, we straight. And then, but I'm still going so fast. I'm like, oh, and then it's shaky. And like, I don't have the experience. Like, this is brand new to me. And then the toe side, I start leaning towards the toe side, and it get caught on the snow, and it just kind of like, so like my knee kind of just bent like this, and I went like all the way back, bro. And I heard like, I'm like, oh. And what's crazy about it is that happened on my first
Your first run.
My first run. Like, damn, bro, we just rode like 2 hours to get here. I had to like buy these shoes and stuff.
Yeah, I hear snowboarding can be expensive too.
Yeah, and it can. And like my brother, like I didn't want to bug my brother. So I'm like, fuck it. Let's run it back. So like at night, bro, like when we're driving back, and I'm telling my brother, like, why you limping? I'm like, I think I sprained my knee. It's like, oh, why didn't you tell me? I'm like, oh, well, I didn't want to waste both our times and the money. So I went on 7 more runs after that. So that definitely didn't help it, bro.
Just killing it.
Just, bro, and like by the end of the day, bro, I'm just like limping. I can't, but I keep going. I don't know. That's just, as long as I'm breathing, brother, best believe you're gonna keep trying. You know what I'm saying? But it gave me a chance to actually try to learn to slow down.
Yeah.
Because now I know what happens when you don't know how to stop. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like it all worked out. So we just worked on our boxing pretty much. No kicks, and then just defending takedowns. Because that was the second fight, right?
Yeah.
And the first one was very, I wasn't well rounded.
That was against the wrestler, right?
Yeah. And like, so we like, all right, learn how to stuff the takedown. Whatever.
So how was what kind of guy, the one for the second fight? What kind of fighter was he?
He was he comes from a very respectable gym too. It's AKA Arlington Kickboxing Academy, run up there in Arlington, and they're very well rounded too.
Oh, okay.
But I know
but he would want to stand up.
Yeah, he would want to stand up.
Okay.
From the last, I think he was 1-1 as well. So, and then he won his one win through a TKO as well by striking. So we knew he was gonna bang. So I'm like, all right. And then so that happened. So we're training and we're just boxing and stuffing takedowns, kind of grappling a little bit, you know, if it had to happen, you know. And my coach Ali Tiglo, he's third degree black belt under Marcelo Alonso, so he's very well rounded, and he is he's like, this man is
a monster.
Yeah, bro, he's very good at what he does. And he was like, he did kickboxing too, and then he trained jiu-jitsu under Marcelo Alonso. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was getting access directly from the tap in the beginning in the 90s. And he was out there fighting. So when he's training me, bro, like, he's training me BJJ for MMA. You know what I'm saying? The grappling necessary to include the strikes and how to defend the strikes. So I'm very blessed, man, to have that man in my corner, and it's full circle because Brian, my head coach, Brian Johnson, used to be his coach. Brian used to walk Ollie out.
Oh, no shit.
Right, and it's so crazy, bro, because Brian walks him out. When he walks out, like how me and Brian and Ollie, when Ollie was walking out, it was Brian and Marcelo Alonso. And bro, it's so nice. I'm in good hands.
Yeah, that's a dope one.
Yeah, and so we train, man. we're ready. We're excited. We're ready. Like anything comes, we'll do it. So we make weight on Friday because usually weigh in on Friday. Make weight. That's no problem. Opponent make weight.
And this is what weight class?
155.
155.
Yeah, 155, and I'm very blessed, man, to be on that card because not a lot of people take care of amateurs, especially in the fight game, right? But the promoter of War Championships, man, like gave me a hotel room.
Oh no shit.
Like paid for a hotel room. Like even though when we're amateur, you don't get paid, right? Because you're not a pro, but you still need this experience, and when you're granted to be on a promotion, man, that's really good because you just need that experience.
Yeah.
And be able to get that experience and still be treated like with decency, man. You know, like it's I'm very blessed. So we do weight, you know, make weight, start hydrating back, you know, from the cut. I went straight to Trappers. Me and my sister,
It was like
man.
everybody's go-to, bro.
Yeah,
Straight to
because like,
trap.
you carb up, man.
Carb,
just
yeah,
straight
just fucking-
fish and rice, baby.
Yeah.
Like, everything, you know, snacks. Yo, yeah, if
Like
y'all
on your
follow me
post,
already
yeah.
know,
With
like
a X,
snacks with
yeah.
an X. Hey, that's with
That's
an
right.
X.
With an X.
You know, and if it's a meal, it's a snack. You know what I'm saying? If it's a whole roll of pizza, it's a snack. And if it's an actual snack, it's a treat. So get it right when you post it and tag me too.
Hashtag snacks.
Hashtag snacks, baby. Let's go. But yeah, man. So we made weight, carved up, had a good night. My sister and her friend at the time was able to drive me up, and I was able to go in, and I requested for two twin beds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I was able, and they gave it to me. I'm like, all right, cool. We don't have to spend money for you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, because everything we're doing at Trapper, like a lot of people probably think I make money off of this stuff. Nah, I still work a regular job,
yeah.
right? And try to like make ends meet at the same time, and still put time in the gym. And it's not a struggle, but it's a juggling act, and you have to be very good
Yeah.
at.
It's not an easy way to. I mean, you
Right.
just. It's.
You
I
still
mean,
gotta work a full-time job.
yeah.
You still gotta train, like you were
Yeah.
saying.
You still
And then you
gotta
somehow you gotta pay for all that.
pay for all that, and like so you pay for the gym, you pay for like you gotta eat good
I was gonna
stuff,
say,
like you gotta fuel up with like
good food. Yeah.
And what's so sad about like just our system, man, is like the healthier you try to eat, the more expensive it is,
Yeah.
right? And
Big facts.
Big
I hope you
facts.
heard that. The better you try to eat, the fucking more expensive it is. And
Yeah.
that's why most people don't do it.
Yeah.
Because they can't afford it. But that goes in a whole nother cycle I don't even want to get into too.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Calm down there,
yeah,
bro.
let's just
Let's
keep
stay on
going.
track here.
Let's just keep
Yeah.
going, bro.
so
Next episode.
yeah,
Yeah.
so we make weight, we make it there. We have the fighters. So this I'm gonna give you kind of like a rundown of like how these promotions run. So you show up like 2-3 hours before the doors open. You do your doctor's checks and stuff like that, and then you have a fighter's brief, and like it's kind of rules and regulations and stuff, and you know, and the ref comes over, and it's like, all right, here's the stipulation. Like, you can't kick, you can't teep, you can't even check with that thing with your leg. So if you were to kick me, I can't check it.
Yeah.
I just have
damn.
to take it.
Damn.
That's what I said. I said, damn. But all right,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Did the other guy know
Do
that?
me. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But like, I don't think he would. I don't think he tried to,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because he knows.
It's too easy, or not that easy,
Like,
but
and we have this mutual respect as
Yeah.
fighters too.
yeah.
Like we want to actually see our skills as skill to skill, as man to man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it was we mutually agreed, kind of like you're not. But I did get kicked. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's just, and sometimes it's just habit.
Yeah, I
you
was
know?
gonna say you guys drill so much on
Drill so
your
much that
training,
it's
but-
just because once you're in there, bro, it's just everything's happening so fast.
yeah.
And you rely on, that's why you rely on that training to know what to do at that time, because there's no script, brother. You think you can go there and plant? No, that's when you'll be in your head and you'll be messing up.
Yeah.
You just gotta, I call it flowing with the go, baby. You don't go with the flow, you flow with the go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and it started off really, really good. I warmed up, started hitting pads, and I'm feeling good, man. You know, family there. That's my, supporters, the people. Hey, shout out Isaal, you know, shout out Marep Jr., shout out Spiss, shout out Lomi-san. Like, these are the people that I grew up with in my neighborhood in Palau, and they showed up, man.
Yeah.
And it was like it just reassured me again, like, why I do what I do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I got my people with me. Let's go. Let's go. So it comes out, and nobody, not even my coaches know my walkout song.
No shit.
And that's the thing with me. Like, nobody knows it but me. And it's always like something. It's always a message that how I feel, and it changes over time. And like, you know, and I wanted to embrace like the warrior, Palauan warrior. So I walked out to Palauan reggaeton, and it's basically, that's what they do. It's ruk. It's called ruk, and it's like a chant with a dance that goes with it, and that's what they did before they go to war, to just hype up the men. You know, get them ready to die if they need to die, not just going out there and just do it till you can't.
Yeah.
And that's how I felt. And that's why, like, I'm like, there's that first part, and like I'm listening to the song. It starts off, and I do my stretch, and, you know, talking to myself, this is it, baby. Let's go. It's go time. All those months of training is for the next 9 minutes.
Are you nervous when you're in that spot? You're holding nerves?
A little bit, depending.
Yeah.
But it's a good,
man.
I like, because I was trained in the army. It's good to be nervous. Keeps you alive, but you can turn that nervousness into excitement. It's the same feeling.
About that today on a podcast too. They talked about that.
Yeah.
It's helpful or whatever.
Yeah, it's helpful, and like, I learned this shit through my training in the army. Mindfulness stuff. You know, the mind is a powerful thing, my people. Learn how to unlock it, and but anyway, so I got pumped up. You know, we go in. We start off good, you know. He does a walkout song, you know, and usually before the bell rings is you ask because not a lot of people touch gloves, so that's their thing. Like, it's your choice to either touch gloves or not. So before the fight, I'm like, I'll raise my hands, like, hey, you trying to touch gloves? And some people will say, yeah, we'll touch gloves. So that's why you see it. It's like, you ready? Fight. You see us come together and we touch
Hands
gloves.
up, yeah.
Right? Boom. And then we step back. All right, it's on. Because at the end of the day, bro, it's a fight, but it's just competition.
Yeah.
And we try to go about it with the best, at least I can speak for me.
Yeah.
Right? It's go there, take care of business. Be chaos, be whatever. Be relentless. But at the end of the day, when that bell rings or you step out of that cage, it's back to being professional. What do professionals do? They hold themselves in a different standard. You shake hands, you know. Hey, thank you for this. If I lost, I'm like, hey, good job. I'll get you next time, brother. God bless you. If I won, right? I'm
still humble.
Hey, thank you for this opportunity for giving me the opportunity to get better. God bless you. You know, just like that, man.
Yeah.
And that night was my night. And do you want it to be that night over and over again? Yes. Will it happen? It happens sometimes, you know. And just coming back to my most recent one, like, I thought I had, it's the same confidence I have because I put in the time. But it's a good thing we got exposed. We know what we need to work on. We took notes.
Yeah.
You know, like, all right, we did this, we did that, you know. Let's regroup, work on these things. And
You guys go back and actually watch your fights and your just to kind of
yeah, we kind
watch
of,
tape
and then
or whatever they call it.
yeah, but my they're coaches for a reason, and they're very good at what
Yeah.
they do, and I trust. I have the utmost trust in them, and
Their
whatever they
judgment,
say is
yeah.
law to me.
Mhm.
You know, like, and they took mental notes and like, all right, and then, and like, everyone knows, like, you feel really bad, and you feel like a disappointment. That's part of it. Like,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
man, I thought I had it. You
Yeah.
know, and like, that's the beautiful thing about fighting, bro. Like, it's not a guaranteed win.
Mhm.
Like, you can't just go there and half-ass it and expect to, like, it's a fight. There's no script.
Mhm.
Sometimes you come up on top, and sometimes you don't. But you learn from it and move on.
Mhm.
But there is a sulking period, bro. Like,
Yeah.
and my coaches understand that. You know, they give me space before they start. Hey, man, you need to work on this, because, you know, they give me time.
Got to process what
The
just
process
happened.
just what just happened.
I want to backtrack a little bit,
Go ahead.
right? Because remember, you basically in your first fight had the loss, right?
Yeah, lost from
And
my
then-
decision. Yeah,
But this one had to be. I feel like this one had to be different for you because that was your first one. It's like it's kind of like you're stepping into the ring. You don't know what to expect. You're just going out there to get your first feel, get your first lick at it. This one, you've had a couple, under your belt now, and you had a couple wins. You had the taste of winning.
Uh-huh.
After that, like feeling, of course, you feel like you said, you have that confidence about yourself. You have some experience. You train hard. You feel a certain way now when you step into the ring. You feel very differently than your first time stepping into the ring. So like, after this loss, and then like knowing like how you probably felt before the fight and your chances of winning that fight, after losing, and even just losing the way you did. First off, was it expected? And then after it happened, like how did you feel about that? And did it waver your confidence in yourself, or like what was your perspective on like what happens next, like after that, especially about yourself? Like
yeah. So like I said, like I have the utmost trust in my abilities, because I train hard. Like, I train hard, and like I went in there, man, and like we were doing good, but that's just the game, bro. Like, as I progress, the people I start fighting are at that level, right? I remember I told you like we were gonna fight somebody, but they pulled out,
yeah,
right, or whatever, but. It's not because I have a lot of experience. It's just they've seen me fight.
Mhm.
And they're like, oh, no, we good.
It wouldn't go. Like,
It wouldn't.
be good on his part for it to accept the fight like
So,
that. Probably
and-
mismatch.
Yeah,
Not just by skill level, but maybe like your actual skills will not like.
Yeah, it
what you
would
call
like,
it?
and
It goes
the
against
thing
what he
about like
trained.
even with matchmaking, like that's why like I love like Brian Johnson and his promotion, because he'll do his research to make sure it's the most fairest fight for both fighters.
Yeah. Mhm.
And it's actually a test of their level.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Overall, not just in like one
One
discipline.
one
of,
discipline,
like,
yeah.
MMA. Yeah.
Yeah. And with this guy, he was 3-3.
Okay.
I was 2-1.
Okay. So he has a good amount of experience.
Good amount
Yeah.
of experience. And like I asked my coaches, like, you think he's a good guy? It's like there's good odds.
Mhm.
Like, it's fair. It's a fair fight.
Mhm.
And that's all I need.
Mhm.
Like, I could care less if they knock out someone or that. Bro, I be knocking people out too. Not knocking them out cold, but I still get the TKO. So like, that's what I want. That's what I want. I want competition. I want to actually put myself to the test.
Mhm.
Am I really up to par with who I say I am? You know what I'm saying?
That's a
Like,
fucking hell of a question to ask, bro.
Yeah.
About yourself that most people don't. I love
Yeah.
that shit.
yeah. So like, he's been training since 2020, 2021.
Okay.
I'm only like a year and a half into my training,
Mhm.
right? But I know where I'm at. I like where I'm at. My coaches know what level I'm at.
Mhm.
So when they find these fights for me, they know like they're not just trying to fill. They care for me and they look out for me.
Yeah.
And I trust them when they say, yeah, it's a fair fight. I'm like, all right, that's all I needed to hear. Book it,
Mhm.
run it. And we were there, and like it was, I think I lost like 2 minutes in 50 seconds. We almost made it to the bell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. Like I just got in my head, I guess, and I wasn't focused on the fight. We did really good with the ground game, so at least that kicked in. Like because it's kind of like instincts, bro. Like when it's you're just flowing how you.
So you guys spent time on the ground. You guys weren't just standing up that whole.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. We were banging, and then take down, and then back up, and then take down again. Like it was a good back and forth. Like it wasn't just like I just didn't just
get demolished.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But I did get caught. Like, and he's good at what he do. Like I got caught, and like I tried to recover, and like I just couldn't recover enough.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what happens. Like, and then the refs, and it was a referee stoppage, especially. Well, this is just my personal opinion, right? I don't know if this is really what the ref sees or whatever, but when you're amateur, you don't get paid to do this. You're still building your record up. You're just trying to get the experience.
Yeah.
So they try to. What I think they do is they try to stop it at the earliest signs of.
Before you take any more damage.
So
because they want to protect you. So when you actually turn pro, you're still like better.
Yeah.
Like because it's CTA is a real thing.
Yeah. And you can take real damage like
you
at
can
that level too. Like higher levels.
Yeah. And you can take damage in the amateur, but what's the
point when you're not
point if you're not getting at least paid for it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a good stoppage because I stopped answering, like you know I still wanted to fight.
Yeah,
like even like a dog still fights. Like a dog will die thinking he's winning a fight because I'm a dog, my bro.
What do you mean you weren't answering?
Like I was just he was just like, and I'm like I'm just blocking, trying, but I'm my reaction time is slow.
Yeah,
my balance, my equilibrium is off.
Yeah.
Like, and the way he took me down is he just grabbed me and just spun me. And the way I just like flew like a ragdoll, like, you know, like my equivalent. The ref knows, like, And like, even though like you can see at the video, I'm like, he got me and he's pounding me. And you see me start getting up to my knees because that's what you do. You build a house. Like, all right, I'm down. I'm building now. So I'm building a house. I don't know. I wasn't fast enough, but I was still ready to get up and like do whatever it was necessary. Like I said, bro. I'm a dog, and the dog dies thinking it won the fight. It's winning the fight. He's winning the fight because he never gives up until he's dead. That's me, brother.
Going out on the shield right there.
Yeah, that's the mentality I carry, bro. Yeah. But it did sting, bro. Sting, and like the crowd, I could hear the crowd. Damn, my boy, just show. And I take it. I'm like. Fuck y'all.
Yeah.
I'll be back. And I'll prove myself.
That was like your immediate response?
That was my immediate. Like, I'm crying.
Yeah.
Like I didn't cry in the ring. Well, I went to the back and I hugged my people, bro. I'm sorry I let y'all down. You know what I'm saying? Like, they said that you didn't let nobody down. But I feel like I let y'all down.
You still feel it inside.
Right? Like, but they reassure me, bro. That's why I fucking love my people, my coaches. I'm packing my bag, as tears rolling down my eyes. But I said, you just gotta get better. Learn from this.
Yeah.
Prove to these people. Keep showing up. Prove it to them that you belong in that ring. And that's just how I go about it, bro. But I did feel shitty.
Yeah.
But I like, it was a loss. Yeah, feel sad for yourself. You know, dust yourself off. But guess what? Monday roll back, and it's your boy back like it never left, baby. In the gym.
Yeah.
On the beat.
Yeah.
You know, that's just me, brother.
Yeah.
And that's just who everyone else can be too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like. You that's listening to this part, that could be you. Stop thinking like, oh, fuck, I messed up, you know? Yeah, feel that sadness, but move on from it. Like, stop making an excuse to be mediocre.
You know, I think that, so like huge point, like you're making too, is like, that's what the raw emotions that you just basically express, bro. Like that's what people avoid. And what I've noticed, especially in the last couple of years, especially the last 2 years, like I've seen that, like those emotions so much more. And that's because like around like our people, within our people. And it's like, we're not even afraid to show that shit no more because we're fucking putting ourselves through the fire. Like we're doing shit that we just never saw and we never felt before. So it's like, why even be afraid? Like that's because that's what people are afraid of, bro. They're afraid of feeling that failure just like that because they're afraid to feel that way about it. Like you actually having to fucking you shedding tears in public, like as a man and stuff like that. Like to some people that's showing weakness, but they don't understand it. That to us that's fucking strength, dog. Like for you to have to even put yourself, be vulnerable, that you can step into a ring and possibly get knocked out in front of people. And then, or you can step into a race or start training for something that you can possibly fail at in front of people. Like it's tough. It's tough to even think about that you can fail in front of people.
Yeah.
And some people can't even take it on their own. Like let's say you're not even putting it out and like nobody sees it, but you take that in your own, like you're the only one that knows that you failed, but that shit's still hard.
Yeah.
But some people just still won't even step to that fucking.
They won't even rise to the occasion.
Yeah,
bro.
They won't even try.
And that's the thing, bro. Like that's the thing, brother. That's
so like that
thing,
shit.
dude.
You just fucking showing that and like talking about that. That's like it's a fucking big deal because they get scared of that. But like hearing it from like you, like it's a big L for you, right? You feel like it's a big L for you.
Yeah,
but it's a step. But it's a step in the right.
That's what I'm saying. Like
bro.
Because like this life, bro. It's like it's this graph, right?
Yeah.
And you go up because you're moving up, and then you take that L, right? But you're still moving up, but now you're moving laterally.
Yeah, and it's at a different level than where you started.
Yeah, but like don't take that L as you going down. You're just plateauing.
Yeah,
and then keep going up.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Because that's what people will assume progress is.
Because they think
it's just straight.
They think it's up, and then when you lose, you come down.
Yeah.
No, bro, it's progress, and then you lose, and then you plateau. But you keep going, and then you keep going up, and that's just life, brother. Yeah. That's just life.
And you got to push to keep going up.
And you got to push. You got to choose.
I can see you fall.
Yeah,
someone could go through something like that and just completely tank.
Tank, or even just get to that and just stay at that plateau.
Yeah.
But that is life too, and like that journey can be different for everyone. For me, it took me 1 weekend to plateau. It took me that Saturday night, that Sunday, and to like plateau and feel like kind of like. And then Monday, I'm back chipping at it again. You know, like let's go
on that upward trend right there.
Upward trend again, like. That's just how I see it, brother.
Yeah, I mean, the journey. It's like because the journey could have been different. Like, let's say you didn't lose your first fight, right? You could be different. Like you could have, you respond differently to that.
That's just the beauty of life, bro. Like you can only do what you can do and control, but don't stop worrying about the stuff you can't control. What people feel about you, how they feel about you. Stop worrying about that. If you're doing things that make you happy.
Yeah, I think it's
why do others' opinion matter? And now you're worrying about what people think of you and not worrying about what you're doing for yourself.
Yeah.
And like some people fear that failure. Bro, like I fear being old one day and the what ifs. That's what I fear, brother.
Yeah.
I'm more scared of that than the failure. That's why I try it. And I try it and I try it. And if I want to do it and I fail, I keep doing it. You know, because I don't want to what if myself to death one day.
Yeah.
And that's more scarier than failing to me. And I think people should look at it that way.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do more. You can accomplish more like that. Yeah. That's funny, bro, because it's just the fucking game. It's the game of all of it, and I like it because it's like for real. I'm a believer. Like everything happens for a reason. Everybody gets brought into your life for a reason. They get put around. You get put into situations for different reasons, and all of it is to help you grow. And it could be
Yeah.
for one certain moment. It could be for several different moments. It could be for, if we get into different relationships, we have different friendships, we get new opportunities, all because of every decision you made along the way and everything that's happened that way. And it's like, that's why, like, when things happen, like, let's say unfavorable, like taking an L, right? Or like me failing an Ironman. Like, I was kind of just telling Buck that, like, I'm really glad that it happened that way, because it gives you a different perspective. Like, me taking that L gave me a different perspective of like how I can help people like get through that kind of shit. Like, I failed publicly, like people saw it, and it's like the same thing with him. It's in this age, he failed publicly. Like, now what they're looking at is how are you going to respond? And that's the thing that's going to make the difference to them. Because if they see, and then once again, this is how we're out there, right? We're on social media. People see us doing these things. If the first thing they see us do is crumble back and go back into under the blanket, what do you think they're going to do when their first L comes? Bro, when they go out and try to get uncomfortable and do something?
And that's a very big part of why I do what I do, brother. And if you really think about it, and you go through my videos or my posts or whatever, whenever I posted about winning a fight, it was
it was us. It was
always someone else. Or my sister posted that last fight. When I was just smashing people in, because I don't want to showcase that. People will already know that. I post when I lose. The first one I lost. I posted myself. The second loss I posted myself. It's because I'm not trying to hide that I'm losing. Because it's part of it, brother. Like, and I want to showcase that it's okay to lose sometimes. Because people get stuck at this, like, I gotta just win all the time. And like, Warren just out there winning in life. But I don't want to misconstrue that it is life and I'm not perfect. And I fall short and take those losses. But like you said, it's what you do with those losses that count.
It's crazy because like after I was like thinking this, like after your last win, or your last win, like we saw a lot, right? So everybody else is posting, so we're able to share that shit, and like, so everybody knows what's going on. And then, but after your loss, like, I wasn't seeing anything, and I was waiting to hear the result and to see what happened, some clips or something like that, and nobody was posting it, or nobody was sharing anything, no information. So like, I think I reached out, I probably texted you later, but I found out from the boys, because somebody that was there, told the boys, and because I'm like, bro, what the hell happened, and I wasn't seeing anything. So I'm like, right. The one thing that I was hoping, right, and I'm glad you already said it, like, the one thing I was hoping for was that you took the L, or you lost, and then you just didn't, like, you weren't on the same level of energy that you were with the wins. And obviously you've cleared that up just right now. Like, you let them know, it's like, that's not what you're trying to aim to like promote or expose. Like, you just didn't. It's kind of clear to me. Like, everybody else was posting all that stuff. Right. So like you just said, so that's what I'm.
I don't post my wins, bro. I only post my losses.
So then that's what kind of clears it up for me, because I was hoping that it wasn't like, all right, we're just not going to show anything because we lost, like that, and I didn't want it to be like that, So it's like, now it makes a lot more sense to me, because now I'm realizing everybody else was the one sharing the wins.
So, I know this,
it makes sense. And I know you did post about it later, and I know everybody's probably hitting you up, so you're like busy, you can't even respond to everybody and stuff. So it was like, it's good to know that that's where your head was at, because I was worried about it, bro. To be honest, I was worried about it, because I wanted you to be right.
Because when you're expected of more, you do more.
And when you don't get the result, it's
like, and this is just what I'm saying. And like, I know the power of the influence I have, and this is the stuff I pray for. That I don't misconstrue people and like lead them into doing the wrong things. You know what I'm saying? That's why I post the losses and then like, even when my sister posted that one where I kind of like, just really kind of just hammering down on someone. Everyone was excited and like, sister, that's not me. It went viral. Like, she only posted it for like 24 hours and we're hitting like 100K views. But I didn't want that image of me out there, brother. That's not me. That's not who I want to be. Of just this person that just knows violence. I'm more than just a violent person. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, take it down. We're humble. We're not like that.
Yeah.
And I don't want to ever do that. So don't ever, before you post anything, if you're within my circle,
Yeah.
right? Within my, like, I don't want to boast about beating people up. I don't boast. Like, yeah, I am. I if I get there, like I get there. Yeah, but like I said, I leave that all in the ring. And when I'm come out and I conduct myself, I don't want to be that person. I'm just still saying, like, it's your boy back, like, like, that's the thing. Good vibes. And like, why am I'm not, I think you get what
I
I'm
get
trying to
what
say.
you're saying. I understand. Like, so it's like the thing, like we always talk about, like, I think that the things that we're doing aren't, like, it's not us, right? It's not, we don't sit there and say, like, it's who we are. It's a tool we're using to reach our people to be better. Like that's what I think it is. And that's what I feel like you're trying to say. It's like the stuff that we're doing is a tool that we're using to demonstrate like our mindsets and like how we want to live life.
Amen, brother.
By pushing ourselves and our people forward.
Amen,
and it's
brother.
not that, like, it's not that a fucking being an elite runner or being a UFC fighter or, being an Iron Man or being, what, like a millionaire fucking, like $1 million business. It's not that we want to portray. We're trying to show the journey that it takes to do this shit. Like, cause the everyday showing up, the little things that we have to do and the rough spots that you have to go through.
The moments.
The moments that you have to keep going. Like, that's the parts that we want to show. And I like, that's perfectly what you said. Like, and that's why I already I got it. I got you and I got what you're trying to do. And that's why that's why we're doing this together, bro, because we're there together, bro. And I feel that shit.
Yeah.
So I get it.
Yeah.
But I'm glad we cleared that part up, like the after, like, and like what happens after then, so we don't get the result, worked hard for it, did everything right, like you wanted to do, and then we don't get the result that, the desired result, but that doesn't stop the
it doesn't
movement.
change nothing.
Yeah, it doesn't change anything.
It doesn't change nothing.
The mission's still the same.
Amen, brother. The mission is still the same.
So we keep going, right?
Yeah.
We just keep moving. We just
keep. Yeah.
It's like you saying, like the whole plateau thing, like, yeah, but we just, okay, it might not be going straight up anymore. It might not feel like that. And that's what the thing is. Like, it's not that it's not going up, right? It just might not feel like it is. So we got to do something. We got to do something different.
Facts.
We got to change it.
That is facts, brother. That is facts.
And it's like, it's all, but those are the moments that teach us that. And I think, like, I noticed this a lot about the business. It's like, I noticed, like, okay, this level of whatever I'm doing is getting me here. Okay, take a L, or you just feel like you're plateauing. There has to be something that has to be changed, something that we have to do a little bit different to start notching up or leveling up again. Because you keep changing that normal, right? You keep changing what we're used to, what people are used to, seeing of us. So now, how do we notch up? What do we have to change to be better? What do we have to change to keep growing? And that's the part, like, where a lot of times we don't even realize it until we lose, until we don't get the desired outcome that we want. So that's a big ass piece, and why I think God just throws it at us, like, here you go, boom, you're getting comfortable, or you're getting complacent, or you need to level up some more.
Bro,
here it is.
Yeah, bro. And what's crazy, bro, is I came to a realization of how blessed I am, bro. Right? Of how blessed I am. And like what's crazy is I always knew, kind of like in the back of my head, right? But now I truly understand, bro. Like, I am blessed, and like whatever happened is because I had to go through it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro. Like, my
100%.
sister knows. Like, I'm like, before I would step into the ring, bro, like, hey, win, lose, or draw, God first in all we do. Everything else, I could care less.
Mm-hmm.
Because, bro, like, my investments, brother, are not of this world. Like, I could care less what the world thinks right now.
Mm-hmm.
I know my purpose with my God. He has given me that purpose. He has blessed me beyond what I can fathom. Mm-hmm. And I truly understand that. So I do what I do, not for me, for my investments
Mhm.
in heaven, brother.
Hey, we have to go into this. We have to go into this
Yeah,
part
let's go.
because this is the part that I think the world needs, dog.
Yeah.
Like right now, especially, and I've noticed it around, especially within our group, like our people, like that we are around the most, the people that really are digging deep into themselves and doing stuff that we're not used to doing or
Just
not used to seeing.
that spiritual journey.
Yeah, like jumping into that why, like has your conviction gotten deeper, like as you've been on this journey? Because can you say that it's happened more like where you've gotten deeper into it because of what you've been doing?
Yeah,
Not that it's not always been there, but why has the conviction gotten deeper?
Because, bro, like I came to a realization, like I don't know, I call it like call it getting activated or the awakening of the soul. I got discernment now, brother. Right? Discernment is to see how things are as they are, whether it's life, whether it's relationships, whether it's anything that I see.
Mhm.
And like I believe that God has finally given me that discernment as a gift because He knows I'm ready to have that discernment. I'm gonna say that again. Right? He has given me discernment because He knows I'm ready to have that discernment, brother.
Do you think He's given it to you because you're gonna need it on the path that you're about to take up?
Brother, I am.
And maybe you didn't need it as much.
Bro, I know my purpose.
Yeah.
I know my purpose. But that purpose is between me and God.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And you have your purpose. Mark has everyone of God's children has purpose. But it's your choice to find that purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And the only way to get that purpose is through our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And the Father will give you that discernment. The Father will give you that purpose. And like now that I have it, brother, I'm doubling down on my God. Because I'm so blessed, brother. I don't even want to not be blessed. Like I don't want to, bro. I don't want nothing of this world. Like I don't want nothing that's not of Him. So I do my best to stay on my mission and to stay in His good graces. And what's crazy, bro, is that now that I'm walking with Him, bro, the smallest of things that I think offends Him, I feel great conviction. Because that's how much the closer you are, brother, to God, the more convicted you feel because you're just now with that discernment, you know it's really wrong. And it's tough because I'm like, because that discernment works both ways. Now I know, like, I'm actually like, oh my goodness. Bro, I stopped listening to secular music. I stopped doing worldly things, brother.
So what are the things that you think offend Him?
Bro, it's everything. It is everything, brother. And if it's not of God, it's everything. It's it's everything. I'm telling you. Like it's the little things to the biggest things, but I don't want to get into that because it'll start to divide. Right? And the main purpose is not to divide, it's to
unite.
And I'm not saying there's not a time and place to talk about these things, but there is a time and place to talk about these things. And you cannot, what I'm trying to say is that if I'm trying to teach you something, I cannot give you that whole gallon and say, drink it right now. Because you'll be overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Right. So I pour some up in a cup, like, here, drink this. Tomorrow, all right, drink this. Drink this. So I slowly feed people these things. when they all put it together, they're like, they get a piece of the puzzle each day.
Mhm.
And then when they finally put it together, they're like, oh, and it's like, that's why, that's crazy. And that's what's up,
Yeah.
right? Because I run to people that don't believe in God. And they'll tell me something that's really, like I know it's God.
Mm.
Right? But like, I don't want to force my religion on them. So I just tell them, hey, that's what's up. And they're like, yeah, bro, that's what's up. And they're agreeing to me without it's God, but
Yeah.
but that's
To
what's up.
you, yeah, it's God.
Yeah, that's
and
God.
then- yeah.
But and he knows it's God too. He just don't know it yet.
Yeah.
I'm just slowly feeding it,
Yeah.
bro. And it's like, and like we are gonna do great things, right? And then people are gonna like, bro, like what is he doing different? I'm Palauan, he's Palauan.
Mhm.
I work hard, he works hard. I train, he trains. I sleep this, I read this book. And they're gonna see, and every time, win, lose, or draw in life itself, all glory to God. First and foremost, in everything that I do. And that's the main denominator of why I'm so blessed. And maybe they're like, oh, let me try it out, bro. If Warren says that's the secret sauce, guys, is there is no secret sauce. It's just God, bruh. And when you turn to God, and you'll know what I'm saying. And I just truly want everyone to know that.
Do you think, because the thing that like I wonder about a lot is I think that, because I talk about it a lot too, where I think everything, like especially when it comes to whatever your mission, your purpose, your God coming into your life, that all comes at a time when you're ready for it, when you need it the most, even though you don't know it, even though you don't, especially when you when you need it, you don't even know that you need it, but it comes into your life. Like when you start accepting God into your life and you start making him a priority in your life.
Not priority, number one, brother.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
the priority, right?
the
You make
priority.
him the priority in your life. Like, I think that, because it's like, for real, it can't be taught. It's like you're saying, right? You can't just like give people all the juice and then they're just gonna accept it. Sometimes you just gotta go through life and then things happen. Then you gotta start realize, like, yeah, I do have to. This is a time where I should accept something way above me, like way outside of the world, outside of this world that has power over everything that's happening in my life.
In my life, brother. And like, what's crazy is that he'll keep you on your course just a little bit. And like, he knows, like, there's this saying, right? Like, the devil knows my name, but he calls me by my sins.
Mm.
My Father knows me by my sins, but calls me by my name. And because he's always there. He's always there. Right? It's us that chose to turn our backs on him. But even though he knows that you're turning your back, and he knows you're going to turn your back maybe down the line, he knows you're going to fall short. He don't love you even less. He loves you even more. And all he truly wants for you is to have your purpose and to be the best version. And like, he already has this plan for you. That's why I call it the purpose. Like, he already knows. I already know what I need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
And
you know what's crazy though? So I always like, I think about this a lot, and I know it's weird because it goes against like us talking about like God and everything, but I watch Vikings a lot. And I always watching Vikings over time, right? Like, so if you watch Vikings, that thing is like, I think it's like 8 seasons or 6 or 8 seasons, right? And you go from watching them start off as something like they're just farmers, right? These guys are just farmers. And then he has a vision, a dream of how he wants to help his people, right? Then he turns into an earl, then a king. His brother thinks he's nothing. His brother believes that the gods favor his brother that became the earl and the king. And he starts believing that's who he is. Like he's just a piece of shit on the side of his brother. He'll never live up to his brother. He'll never be anything like his brother, right? So he ends up going to what they call the seer, right? And the seer basically tells him, the gods are laughing at you, because if I told you what the gods have in store for you, you would go down on the beach and dance naked right now. And that's like, I always think about that. Like, I think that's what God has for us. Like he has, but because he gave us free will, we have to be the ones to choose that path. He's not just going to send us there. We have to choose that path. We have to go through our...
So like the best way I try to describe it is that with the power that God has, right? He can just, and we follow him.
Mm-hmm.
He can just go like that. But our God don't want to force his sons and daughters to love him out of fear.
Mm-hmm.
He wants us to love him because we want to love him. And that's mind-blowing to me, brother. Like, that's just how loving he is, how good he is.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, like, yeah.
He wants us to choose him.
He just chooses him.
Yeah. Yeah, that it's like that whole thing always like it really does blow my mind, like, because we don't know what our future really looks like, but he does, you know. He knows. He knows what's going to happen. But we have to decide, like, and choose along this path, like how we're going to get to wherever we decide, right? But we're going to keep moving. Like you just keep moving, but eventually, and you have this vision of where you think you're going to end up. But it never ends up that way, right? It doesn't ever. You could like have all these fucking like have this job and this retirement plan and all this shit that you say that's gonna happen. He might have something else in store. Like he might throw something at you that, oh fuck, like I might want to try that out. You know what I mean? So it just kind of takes you off that plan, or something like going back to the Vikings thing. Like, so this guy thought, right? He said, if I told you what you're gonna, what you know, what's in store for you, you're going to go dance naked on the beach. And that kind of, you know, it kind of woke him up, made him think a little differently, because it was his perspective that, and we just were talking about this earlier, like he had this certain way he looked at himself. So he started behaving in that manner because the way he had, like, he saw himself. Mm-hmm. But when he was told that, he started seeing himself differently. So once he heard that, right, he saw opportunity. He didn't see opportunity before. It's almost like a victim mindset. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Kind of accepted his
So
fate.
It held him back. He wasn't able to like see the opportunities that were ahead of him, like his brother was. Like his brother could see these things. He could see opportunities. He could see because he had a vision ahead of him. Mm-hmm. How do I get there? How many, like all these avenues I could take. And now that he trusted, or he believed that he saw himself differently, now he's taking a different course of action on a daily, right? So he ends up becoming what do you call that? I think he was like I don't even know what you would call it. He's kind of like their Secretary of Defense. You know what I mean? So he was in charge of the armies of actually a Christian empire. So, which was weird because he jumped ship, left Vikings to become part of these guys because they want him to do that. Ends up marrying the king's daughter, princess. So now he has all these, you know, kids, beautiful wife. He's rich. He's basically gonna become, he's the man there now, you know. Mm-hmm. he's the man, but he never saw himself as that until he was told one time. So that's why, like, I always believe like the power of words is very strong, and what you spit out of your mouth is what you're going to start believing. When you start saying, like, it's like when I'm in a marathon, I will not say anything negative. I don't want to hear nothing negative, because automatically that flips, and the way my body starts responding to that flips the way, you know, that race can turn out, or anything can turn out. Like, it could be just a fucking workout, a hard workout. Like, it can all flip if you speak, start thinking differently. Yeah. But it's fun. It's really cool, bro, to like see how powerful the mind is when you speak a certain way, when you believe certain things, right? And where that can take you, because it's important. It's super important. And people are so unaware of what happens when you think in a certain way, when you believe that you can. Which is the biggest fucking thing. If you believe that you can, and you believe what you're capable of, and you're willing to act on it, it gets crazy, bro. It can get crazy and get crazy real quick. The more you act, that's for damn sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You don't got nothing more on what do you think has played like the biggest role, right, in how you like how you like how you navigate all these things that like the things that you're doing, right? Because you were also talking to me earlier about the job, the the full-time job and everything, and how you have the job, you have fighting, you have all this stuff outside of just work and just in regular life and everything. Within you, what do you think is the thing that plays the biggest role in how you are able to it doesn't even have to be like that you're successful, but that you're actually navigating all of it? Because I know that that's what a lot of people probably look at us as, like, and they see like how are we doing so much, like how are we trying to, because it's like they'll say to themselves, like, I got all this stuff going on, how can I go and even try to attempt that? How can I go and try to attempt it? Because it goes back to, you think that you can't do it because you have so many things going on, but in reality, everybody has a bunch of things going on, right? So it's like just like you, and then there's so many things in life that people don't even know, right? So like there's things going on with you that people have no idea. They just see what we show or see what you show, and they see like the challenges that you're facing that you show. They don't know like the whole behind the scenes, everything that's happening, but they see and they think that it's just a easy cruise towards getting into the ring, but how are you navigating like all of that? Like, what do you think plays the biggest role in like the way you see it and the way that you're navigating to be as successful as you possibly can with doing everything?
Bro, I got this list, or like how I conduct myself from day to day, and it applies to 1 day, to 1 week, to 1 month, to 1 year, to 1 decade, to 1 lifetime. Right? And it's a list of priorities to me, right? Top of the list is God. I make sure I serve him in anything that I can possibly think of, right? And then it's family. How I take care of my family. A job, financial stability, saving money for retirement, investing for retirement, doing the things that work in now. So when I do have grandkids, I can be running with them,
Mm-hmm.
and it just and then everything else just falls after that, brother.
Mm-hmm.
But it's within those subsets that I figure out, like, I just like, the critical thinking cloud. It's
Mm-hmm.
like me. Okay. What's my main priority? God. Okay. From God. All right. Go to mass, treat people right. Sup. Then, okay. Priority number 2, family. Okay. Family. How do I take care of them? Be a better man. Be a better man for one day when you meet that woman. You are that perfect man for that woman.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Be the best brother. What do best brothers do? That type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
How are you going to provide for that family? I need to work. All right? Be the best worker. That motherfucker. What I do for self-care, I like working out. Okay, working out. What do we do to get the best, to be the best guy in that ring? Put hours in. Okay, how much of these hours? Then I just break it down.
Mm-hmm.
God is always in everything that I do, whether it's for family, whether I'm working out, whether it is, he's always with me. It's crazy because I talk to him on the daily.
Mm-hmm.
He's right here, right now. And like some things will happen. I'm like, like in that office,
Mm-hmm.
and they like turn around and they look at that third person camera, and it's like, you see this? That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy work. You know what I'm saying? But that's pretty much it, man. And then you just try to section off time that's important to you. Because the main thing is nobody has time. Nobody has time. The key is to make time. So you set dedicated times for things, you know, whether it's going to church, going to mass, whether it's going to confession, whether it's my fellowship with my young adults group, whether it's spending time with family, sectioning time out, time for work. Because, bro, the only thing we have in this world, bro, that's truly ours is our word. And a lot of people don't know the value of that word anymore.
Willing to say anything.
They're willing, bro. Like, that's why I'm very diligent now. Like, I used to lie just because I think someone wants to hear it.
Yeah.
But now I am so precise. Like, I think things like I don't know if you noticed, but I don't just talk now. Like, blah, 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 blah. Some people love to hear themselves talk.
Yeah.
I make sure whatever I say, I already thought of it 3 or 4 times before I even say it.
That, you know what's crazy about that is because I think that I've also like kind of adapted that, and it's like I will not sit and because like I always talk about like how I don't like small talk very much because I think it's fucking like a waste of time, and I like to be intentional. Yeah. So when we have those conversations, and like I said, what you speak is important. So when people are around me, and I think being around, like especially at like my job, and I work with, you know, I have coworkers that, you know, everybody thinks differently, right? So it's like I cannot just be in a conversation and somebody says something and I will just agree with it just because I think that's what they want to hear. I just can't do that anymore. I'm either not going to agree, like be quiet about it, or if I think it's important enough, I will disagree and I will say it plainly, like, and this is why, you know, being, you know, not trying to do it in a disrespectful manner, but this is what I believe about whatever we might be talking about. And I think that's important because like, it's just like everything. Like when the more you work out, the better you feel physically, the better you eat, the better you feel physically also, right? And mentally. And when it comes to that also, like, it's speaking the truth, like speaking your truth, because it's like over time, the more you do that too, you start believing, you really believe in what you're saying. And when you don't say what you believe, or when you do say things that you don't actually believe, you catch yourself a lot more. You catch yourself and you start thinking about that kind of stuff. And that's stuff I worry about. Like that stuff, like I think about a lot now. It's like, did I really say something that I don't really believe in just to please another person, instead of me saying the truth that could have possibly help them, like, or even just help me, like think, you know, to stand firm in my belief, instead of, because that's like, and I have strong beliefs in a lot of things now compared to before, where I questioned a lot more things, right? So it's like when I state my truth and I speak it out, especially to another person, like I want it to be my truth. I don't want it to be me speaking to please somebody else's truth, which I may not agree with. I just like, that's not something that because that reflects on me, like what I believe in the long term. It reflects on me because I'm not sticking with who I truly believe, which will, in return, will have me behave or do something differently. Mm-hmm. If I can speak differently, I'll act differently. And if I don't speak on what I believe, I won't act on what I believe. You know what I mean? So it's like just all goes together. The way you think, the way you speak, the way you move, like all of it. And especially when you have like big goals like we're on a big mission, right? You have to stay in line as much as possible with that mission. You start going outside, you try to deviate like all these different times. It just takes longer. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we have our value base. The same like what you're talking about. You're talking about prioritization and your values that keep you in line. That's what we have. That's what we have here. That's why our brand, I feel like our brand especially is stronger, because we have that. We have our boundaries of what we stay in line with. And anything outside of that, we don't go with that. We
don't even entertain it.
Yeah, we won't entertain it. We won't collaborate with it. If you are outside of what we believe, we just don't do it. We don't mess with it, because we're not going to, like also what you said, we're not going to bring or stray our people wrong. We're not going to take them on a different route that we're not even on, you know? So that's keeping us in line. So that's why it's so important to me. And that's why, like, I can see, like you're saying, like you're speaking with intent. There's nothing coming out.
Sincere.
Yeah. It's sincerity. Yes, yeah. Right. It's your truth. It's real.
Yeah. And that's the most important part, bro, is that in anything you do, right? You do with sincere intent,
Mm-hmm.
and you just do that, man, and that thing, like whether I choose, right? So you gotta make a decision. Either you do something or you don't.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever that decision is, you do it with sincere intent.
Mm-hmm.
You say you want to go to the gym. All right, do it with sincere intent. Like, go to the gym when you're tired, you're sad. You like, no. All right, I want to be better at work. Do that with sincere intent. Like, stop half-assing work.
Mm-hmm.
Start doing the extra stuff to make you better.
And
I want to work on my family. Like, work on it. Start communicating.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Stop dividing the family, bro. Like, yeah, there's a lot, bro. Like, going on, and it's crazy because, yeah, I'm gonna just leave it at that. But there's sincere intent.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
So what's next, brother? I know we talked earlier about it, but I think it'd be cool. Like, what's the path looking like forward for you? What are you going to be doing? What's the goal, that we're hoping to achieve, like, down the road? Like, even if it's something not right in front of us, or, anything that, there's like a certain, location, date, and anything like that, nothing like that. Like, what's next? Like, what are we working towards to chase greatness is what I'm saying. Like, to chase greatness on the path to greatness. Like, what are we going for? What's the next milestone, or the next, bump in the road that we might need to get to, that puts us closer to that?
So my thing is I truly believe that I have a place in heaven because I'm a Christian, and that everything in this world is temporary, but I still have to live in this world for my whole lifetime until till it's time for me to move on. And God is going to give me gifts along the way. Like, he's going to bless me with some things along the way. Right? He's going to bless me with opportunities. But it's my job to cherish those gifts and to elevate those gifts. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So if God gave me a job, that's a blessing, brother. With how the world is right now, a lot of people don't have jobs and they're struggling. But I have one. That's a blessing. So what am I gonna do with that job? I'm gonna elevate it. Right? And I'm start pushing to leadership positions, getting promotions. And it's not because I'm trying to be better, to be on top of people. No. Because it's my duty to elevate these gifts that my Father has given me. He blessed me with people, my family, my friends. It's my duty to elevate those people. Right? He blessed me with this influence I have. Right? 500,000 views, average, across my stuff. Right? What are you gonna do with that? Those people that are now watching you, and they have their full attention, and they're ready to try something that, there's a reason why I don't glorify drinking anymore. Like, if you used to see me, bro, like if you've known me my whole life, or at least my past life, like either my videos or whatever, there was always alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
I was always drinking, always partying. Right? And what did that reinforce to the people, to my people that were watching me? Bro, if you're doing it, bro, let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool. So everything I do now, I do with sincere intention of bettering people, because my Father has blessed me with this, and it's my duty to elevate those gifts. Like I said, I already know my purpose. I just gotta elevate whatever He gives of me. There's no set plan, if that makes sense, for me.
Yeah.
It's just to make everything that He gives me better. That's it.
That's what I wanted to hear.
That's it.
what I
Then
expected.
that's bottom line. That's it, brother.
Yeah, that's
Like
what I
He bless, hey,
expected.
bro. I go to veterans. I go to group therapy, brother, for veterans. I got a veteran there that's in this. It's a festival, right? And he shows up in his wheelchair, and it's like he tries his very best to enjoy what he's been given. He's battling through cancer. But he's fighting cancer. But he has the biggest smile on his face. He tried to be there and, just cutting up with us, and we just veterans shooting the shit. And then I do that for an hour. And on those days where I just worked a 12-hour shift and I don't feel like going to the gym, I think of my brother. It's a blessing, brother, to have this able body. What am I going to do with this blessing that my Father has given me? Because if I squander anything that He's given me, He'll take it away. And I just leave it at that.
Boom.
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 I like that.
Hey, man. This was one of the powerful ones. This was one of those that I thought it was going to be, man. Like, I know every time me and this guy link up and we have our conversations, bro, it gets like this. This is what we talk about.
And you guys had a little bit of time to warm up today as well.
Oh, yeah. And we had to hold back. We had to hold back
Yeah.
because we wanted to, be able to spread these things on the pod. It's like we always, like, the conversations are different, man, when you're on this kind of path. And, like, that's kind of like, because it's real, right? It's like the realness of life, and it's like not trying to escape the battles of life that we all have to go through. It's really talking about it and really trying to, and that's why it's like we also have like way more instances or way more of those moments where we express raw emotion because it's deeper to us, because we're really doing something at least we're trying to do something that's hasn't been around us, like especially growing up or anything like that, or we haven't even seen it close to us. So it's like us like having to feel these feelings that are so unknown, like, and it's like being able to express ourselves, because we know like we could experience these things on our own and not have to share these things, right? But it's us trying to learn how to express it because we know that the purpose is bigger than us, and we know that the mission is bigger than us. It's greater than what we could ever imagine. Like, within just us, bro. So it's like us trying to share that stuff, and this is just the beginning, man. And that's the part that you guys really help me believe all the time. Like, this is just the beginning. Like, this is just all stuff that it seems like we're just starting, and it's just like we have so much longer to go and so many things to learn, so many things to experience. And the coolest part is that we get to do this all together, right? And I'm just glad that we're doing this together, because I'm learning like through everybody's experiences, like your experiences, Joe, Vince, all the guys, like everybody that's doing this, man. I'm learning through everybody, and even along with my own. So it like you're saying, it is a blessing to be able to do all this, dude. Like I don't think I've ever been more grateful in my life than, every day that I get to like just be able to show up and like either hear what's going on, execute on my plans for the day, and be able to do it, because like I totally understand. I completely understand that nobody has to listen to us. Nobody has to buy MB gear. Nobody has to care about anything we're doing, but they still do. And they still show up. There's people that still show up. And I'm super grateful that people help us like continue this journey and continue to do what we love doing.
Yeah, bro. And one thing that really helped me, bro, is like I'm still human, and I'm still like, there's gonna be anxiety, and there's gonna be times where I got the big sad, but what always helped me through, bro, is being grateful. And what's crazy is that I'm not going to quote it because I'm still learning the Bible, right? Like these are the trainings I'm doing now, right? I know how to work out. I know how to take care of myself physically and mentally, but spiritually, like I'm put some miles on that Bible, so I can know exactly what I'm talking about and reference to, right? And not misconstrue what God's message is. To know His wisdom, to trust His wisdom, and not in my knowledge, right? And part of it is being grateful, bro. And there's scripture that says, "Stop worrying." It's something where like the birds don't worry about how they're gonna get fed because God the Father loves them or will feed them, right? And if we are one of His most beloved creation, we are made in His image, right? Why do you think like God don't want the best for us and He's gonna provide for us? He is, bro. And when you're anxious about certain things, it just misconstrues you, right? Practice to be grateful, right? And then just recently, bro, scientists just discovered this too, right? The same part of the brain that activates when you're anxious is the same part of the brain that activates when you're grateful. So if you're feeling anxious, you can't feel grateful. But the biggest thing is, if you're feeling grateful all the time, you're never anxious. And that's why, like, I just go about my day, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, there's some hard stuff like that happens, and I'm like, oh man, I'm kind of beating myself up, whatever, or like, I have a bad day in a sparring session, I'm like, or even I lost the fight, right? I'm like, I'm kind of feeling sad, I don't think I'm good enough or whatever. Though I'm like, dang, why am I thinking like that? Let me be grateful. Let me be great. What am I? What, bro, there's so many things I can be grateful right now. Why am I in the big sad? Let's go switch it up. Boom.
Yeah.
It's the biggest stage yet that I have ever performed in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was blessed with a chance to showcase our culture. Right? I had the chance to motivate and inspire not only our people, but just people in general. Yeah, we didn't get the results we wanted, but it's all right. It'll be all right.
Yeah. I think that's the challenge, though.
And
right?
that's what's up, brother.
That was the challenge, though. I think that's what that was, too. It's like they put you on the biggest stage that you've been on, and you lose. Can you still be grateful? Can you still find gratitude within that? Because you were already feeling, the big sad, right?
Yeah.
Can you find gratitude within that? And you did. That's the check right there. That's the check that you have to, that you learn along this. Because some people just can't do that. Because like you said, bro, like the same part of the brain feels anxiety or gratitude. So if you can't flip that and understand that, then that's how, if you're thinking that way in whichever way you choose out of the two, right? That's how your body, you're gonna move. That's how you're gonna move. And however your perspective is, it's how you're gonna move. And based on how you move is the results you're gonna get. The things that happen in your life because of how you thought.
Where the mind goes, the energy flows.
Energy flows, exactly, bro. But yeah, man, you got anything?
No.
You
guys are swimming in some deep water. I'm just a passenger here.
I
love it though. I love hearing it. Yeah. I'm just treading the water right now.
Got anything else, brother, you want to put up?
Yeah. I'm gonna just do my shout outs, man. Like shout out my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? Hey, He loves you and He got a plan for you. And all you gotta do is just accept Him in your life and everything be cush. Well, everything's not gonna be cush, but He'll be there even when things are not cush, if that makes sense. Because I'm not saying like being a Christian just gonna make everything easy. It actually makes everything harder.
Yeah.
But it'll be all right. Shout out my mama. she probably gonna watch this, you know. Shout out to the family. And just shout out to my coaches, that my teammates at the gym that no matter what, still believe in me and still help me and still choose to help me along the way, you know. Shout out to like you guys, just the people in my life. Shout out to the people, our people, the fans, and it's a beautiful, like, life is so beautiful when you chase the good stuff, when you hunt the good stuff, and yeah, that's what's up.
Let's go. Hell yeah, man. That was a hell of a pod, bro. I appreciate you as always. And it's not gonna be the last time we'll do this. We'll do this, man. There's always like all the experiences that we're having, the more we can share and the more we need to put out to the people to help them, because that's the mission, right? So yeah, man. This was a good one.
Yes, sir.
I'll see you guys on the next one. And you know the deal. Go out, be your best, and always do that shit.
All our differences aside, yeah, and fight for our lives, yeah, yeah, yeah. I said the haters in the mall way before the sunrise. Didn't give us